All right, people. I did a live show with a telephone today. I sure did. See that open line? We had an open line. And we're going to do this for a while until I figure out how we're going to set times. I'm thinking like maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, or Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. We do live shows with the phone. But I need to do regular live shows too. So I got to figure it out because it's like I don't want to ignore the people who are on the chat too. So I got to figure out how to be creative. So just pray for me. We'll figure it out. But we're going to do the live chat maybe at least twice a week, okay? Now, during the live chat, there was a lot of great information. I should have done this a long time ago. The Lord brought it to my memory a few days ago. He's like, you need to buy a cheap phone. They're out there. And I got a super cheap phone. And people, it was a glorious time. And you guys picked my brain. At the same time, I thank God that I didn't give up doing the YouTube. I know there are a lot of people out there, even though the numbers don't show it. I would say more than half of the people who called. I think I had maybe at least 10, maybe 15 phone calls. I don't know. At least 10. At least half said, Pearson, we've been with you for 3 to 5 years. You all have been with me since my old channel when I had 124,000 subscribers. So you know what I've been through. I had plans. They didn't go the way I wanted to. I wanted to do a music ministry, and I also wanted to be out in the street, do a charity, and help people. And now I'm barely helping myself. Look, I'm laughing, but hey, you go with a plan, and sometimes a dagger comes. But people, look, I'm enduring, you endure. I'm inspired, you be inspired. You be inspired, it inspires me. That's how it's going to have to work. We're going to have to step up and keep stepping up. And you know what? The Bible says the joy of the Lord is our strength, all right? So hallelujah anyhow. Now, you can check out this live show. One of the things that we talked about was Kamala Harris. And people, you know, I must have did at least 7 videos last year saying that she become president, all right? Then I realized I had did a Rumble video, and it was in relation to the 2 presidents. I can't think of them, but back in the day, there were 2 presidents who fought for the presidency just like Joe Biden and Trump did. I have to find it and redo it and show it, you guys. It's one of the best videos I ever did historically to show that things season and cycle, that the powers rehash things. But it was a battle back in the day between 2 presidents where one lost and then the one came back, I think either the next term or the following term, and they beat one. So one was Trump and one was Biden, but it was 100 plus years ago in America. And I tied it together. And in that video, I'm like, look, this person is Trump. Trump's gonna win. But then I kept educating myself on Kamala Harris because Kamala means lotus flower. And it looked to me that the powers were gonna take her and make her president. Then I finally went back and said, no, you know what? That video that I created, man, I forgot about it. People, you do so many videos, look, you forget. But numbers don't lie. And once I saw the numbers, I'm like, you know what? Trump gonna win this thing. Now, they throw us curves all the time. And this one person called the show today, called me and said, Pearson, I don't want to mess this up, but I'm gonna paraphrase. She's gonna be president again, is what he said. Donald Trump will be unalive. And they finally announced last week that Joe Biden has the C word. That means both of them out the way. Now, I forgot to ask the person, what about J.D. Vance? I don't know what's going to happen. But somehow, it appears she going to get back up in there. It just appears. Now, I don't want to debate. I just want to do the phone calls. I want people to know scripture. We can have fun going back and forth with how we feel, how we interpret what's going on. But the bottom line is, people, understand, we gotta get right with the Lord, that is, get saved. And we gotta get ready, because they're formatting their kingdom, is what I'm saying in so many words. Well, Christ said, I go to prepare a place for you not made by hand. Now, I want to go with this, I'll just say theory of what this guy is saying. I put some stuff together, and I want to tell the story through the numbers. It's very well possible that what Gerald Ford said October 18, 1989, about a female becoming president due to somebody dying will happen. Now, Gerald Ford said it a different way. The way he comes across, Gerald Ford is a former president, the way he comes across, you would think that the vice president would already be under him. And then whoever was in the presidency would die, then she become president. That's why I thought it was going to be her at first. But if this person's theory is right, this thing got a twist and a turn and a hiccup and everything else. And she could very well become the leader of the free world by July 4th. I believe that's my understanding of what this person said. And it makes sense to me, because women do give birth, and Kamala means lotus flower, and I'm going to show you what lotus flower is from the sun god Ra, and that's what they've been pushing. The Egyptian sun god Ra, and they've been pushing the sun god of Sol Invictus. And my numbers have been off the chain, arguably so the last 6 months. It's crazy, with a Q, crazy. So let me dive into this thing I want to show you, because you have to ask yourself, where'd she come from? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, her and Barack Obama just popping up. They're running around the United States, they're running around the world. And she was just overseas. I forgot what city it was, but it'll come up. I guess Australia. If I'm not mistaken, she hadn't even campaigned in Australia. She hadn't been to Australia before, I think. And now all of a sudden, she's in Australia. Maybe she's showing some international prowess, so to speak, if that's the right way to put it, so that when it's time, she can come forth and be the leader, because the two main guys will be out of the picture. And because she's a female and her name is Kamala, that's symbolic for lotus flower. Out of the lotus flower comes the sun god Ra. Now watch this and you'll understand what I'm saying. Welcome new subscribers list. I can't wait to get into this. Check it out.
Sure, 100%. I am unemployed right now.
She made a joke. She says, I'm unemployed right now. Maybe that's a hint. Maybe that's a hint. I'm unemployed right now. Right now. Right now. What about the future? Watch.
Sure, 100%. I am unemployed right now. No one must speak truth.
Oh, she's a comedian. Kamala Harris was introduced on stage as one of the most successful women in history, and as we heard in that clip, her best work is ahead of her. I mean, do you agree with that?
Well, you know, she can't do any worse than spending $1 billion on her presidential campaign and somehow ending up $100 million in debt. And good for her going to, the Gold Coast. But let's be real. I just checked Grok. I had to fact check it. She didn't go to Australia once while she was vice president. So now she goes over there. I wonder why. I wonder why she's over there. Oh, I know why she's over there. She's there for the money. So Kamala Harris is not having very good job prospects or many offers here in America that are that great. So, what is she going to do? She's going to go to Australia. So good for her for going over there. But, it's a little less important when she's not the vice president anymore.
Yeah, and speaking.
Now let's look at something. She got paid $500,000, but she's getting that international appeal. People are seeing her, right? Let's look at something. Let's see if I can figure something out. When was Australia founded? Okay, I didn't know that I could get that. Okay, let's look at something. Let's look at something in real time. We're gonna learn as we go, people. This is gonna be a fascinating year. I'm telling you. So that was yesterday on 5/27. She was over in Australia, I'm assuming. And let's take that from Australia is what? January 1st, 1901. See what we got. January 1/1/1901. Can't forget that. 1/1/1901. What we get? 1901. So 124 years, 146 days. Let's see if we got anything. Okay, let's make this 2024. 5/12, 16, 1/4. Let's make this 25. 146, nothing, 6. Okay, look at this. Australia, January 1st, 2026, their next birthday, versus the day she was in Australia cracking that joke, I'm unemployed right now. 5/27/2025. The difference is 31 weeks and 2 days, 312. Who beat her by 312 votes? 312, 31 weeks, 2 days, but 312, because they speak like that. Watch this. Watch this, people. Election results, Kamala Harris and Trump. Look at that, people. Trump had 312 votes. You think she was speaking? Trump beat Kamala Harris 312 to 226. Look at that. Numbers don't lie. She's in Australia. Woo! 1/1/2026, their next birthday. And here she is on this day. The difference is the number she lost by. I think they speaking. Now let's look at her birthday. Her birthday is October 20th. October 20th. Let's see if that speaks. October 20th, that's 2026, 2025. Oh yeah, it speaks. People, she was speaking. She was speaking, people. Look at this. Thank you, that person who came, who called me live. Look at this. Look at this. This is gonna blow your mind. That's her birthday, October 20th, 1964. Oh, wait a minute, I'm getting excited. The numbers changed when I went into it. Oh, man, I thought I had something. It changed on me. I hate when that happens, when you do. Oh, no. It is. Oh, my, let me double check. People, you will not believe what just came up. I'm checking all my possibilities with the numbers. People, look at this. That's her birthday, October 20th. Look, October 20th, 2024 is her last birthday. And she was just in Australia saying, I'm unemployed. 5/27/2025 yesterday. The difference is the same thing, 312. People, she's speaking. She says, I'm unemployed. She got unemployed by him. Who is him? Is she going to take his place soon? Oh, my Lord. I got to do a short video on that. Let's go forward. I'm sorry, I know it's going to be this long, but this is a revelation, people. Now, it started with this live video. The guy taught me this. Now, watch this here. We already saw this here. Now, look at what she said about a month and a half ago when she came out of, she was resting from her loss. And watch what she said.
We're saying people stay quiet. We are seeing organizations stay quiet. We are seeing those who are capitulating to clearly unconstitutional threats. And these are the things that we are witnessing each day in these last few months in our country. And it understandably creates a great sense of fear. Because, you know, there were many things that we knew would happen. Many things, I'm not here, so I told you so.
Look at that. I told you so. And I decoded I told you so back in the day, I believe. It's so much, people. Just bear with me. Bear with me. We're in the end times. I told you so. You know how my brain go. I told you so. Look at that. She always speaking, y'all. I told you so. Come out to 47. That's Trump. Come on, man. Oh, since I'm on this, let me show y'all something. New subscribers, thank you. Just be patient with me. Let me show y'all what's up. Let me show y'all something. See if I remember this here. I did a lot of decodes during the campaign. 4/6/24. I think that's his birthday. Let me see. 10/20. Oh, this is crazy. 25. Okay, watch this. It's gonna blow y'all mind. Okay, months and days. Look at this. This is Kamala Harris' birthday, October 20th of 2025. Remember, she had a vice president nominee with her, the vice president from, the governor from Minnesota, Tim Walz. That's his birthday, 4/6/2025. You take his birthday, subtract from her birthday, you get Trump's birthday, 6/14. I told y'all, allegedly this whole thing is rigged. She's gonna take his place, it appears to me. Let me keep going. Look, I hope you're enjoying this. Now, here's the guy that got me going a year and a half ago, okay? Listen to what he say. And it's gonna be a little girl in a pink sweater. Next to her is gonna be a boy in a purple sweater. Purple is Phoenician. They used to run the world back in the day. Purple is their color. Is that coincidence? But listen to what he says, how a female is gonna be president. Listen, this is Gerald Ford, an old president back in the day. And look, 50th anniversary. I don't know what that means, but we got 50 states in our union. Hint, hint. Watch this. From 1989, October 18th. Watch this. Oh, you know what else? You know what else 10/18 could be? He did this speech on 10/18. There's a Luke 10/18 in the New Testament where Satan was hurled down. Remember that? Satan was hurled down from heaven. Think about it. If Kamala Harris is going to be bringing in the lotus flower, the sun god Ra, then guess what? This is the God that fell down in Luke 10:18. That was Satan who was hurled out of heaven for being disobedient. But I digress. On October 18th, 1989, this is what the President of the United States said. Check it out.
Hoover facilities.
Mr. Ford, what advice would you give a young lady wanting to become President of the United States?
Purple.
Well, I hope we do have a young lady at some point become President of the United States. I can tell you how I think it will happen, because it won't happen in the normal course of events. Either the Republican or Democrat political party will nominate a man for president and a woman for vice president. And the woman and man will win. So you'll end up with a president, a male, and a vice president, a female. And in that term of office of the president will die.
This what always got me. So maybe there's a twist. And maybe the gentleman who called me in my live show today, maybe that's the twist. Maybe the twist is, like I said, DJT, Biden out, and somehow she's in there with JD Vance. I don't know. I'm just bringing it out there. Now check this out. You political scholars. I don't know. But check this out. 10/18 is when Gerald Ford said that. The anniversary is 2025 this year. Trump became president 1/20 of 2025. The difference is 8 months and 4 weeks. What is 84? Barack Obama was born August 4th. Is that coincidence? Gerald Ford, here's his birthday, July 14th. July 14th, 1913. His death date is 12/26/2006. Now watch this, July 14th, his birthday. Take July 14th, 1913, his birthday, subtract it from July 4th. We were founded July 4th. Our birthday is 2025. The difference is 111, 50, and 5. What is 111 today? It keeps coming up the last few months. You know why? I believe because April 21st is the 111th day of the year, and that's when the Pope died. Do you understand? 111, death, something's going to happen. But what is the 50? If you get rid of the 0, that's 55. Or it could be 50 states or 55. Either way, Julius Caesar died at 55 years old. Remember? So could this be DJT? I'm just putting it out there. I know the 111 is speaking, okay? That's all I know, because all of a sudden 111 has been coming up. April 21st, God rest his soul, the Pope died. He died on April 21st, the 111th day of the year. So when you take that president's birthday, literally, from our next birthday, there it is, 111. Is it a repeat? You know, it's deep, because Donald J. Trump was in black and his white, yeah. Everybody was in black and white when they went to see the pontiff. Look. Let me show you guys. I know it's a lot, but let me show you something. Who is that? Back in living color. Trump and Melania saw the Pope and gave him a lotus flower. So much information, people. Remember this? They were in black and white. But the Pope was in white. Everybody else was in black and white. There's a lotus flower. The sun god Ra comes out of that. This is in 2017, I believe, back in the day. All that history speaking to us now, allegedly. The first X already dropped. He died already. Will he be the second X? Because she's in black. Think about it. It's deep. I've been pointing this out recently. Now let's go to this other one. 4/21/25 is when the Pope died. July 4th, 2025 is our next birthday. America will be 249 years old. That's 74 days in between. We were born July 4th. And just so you know, we'll be 249 years old. Kamala Harris was the 49th vice president back in the day, just so you know. Okay, now look at this. 12/26, that's this is the death date of Gerald Ford, 12/26 of 2006, the guy who talked about a female being president. Inauguration day for Trump was 1/20 of 2025. The difference is 66,000 days. 2 legs of 666. Is that coincidence? Here's Kamala Harris' birthday, October 20th. Like I say, she coming out of nowhere, and she working the world stage. Is this for the future? She says she unemployed, but look at the numbers that came up with. Will she be reemployed as president? It's deep, y'all. October 20th. October 20th, 2024, her last birthday. January 29th, a Black Hawk helicopter hit an American Eagle plane over the Potomac River. Remember that? January 29th. Was that a God fighting? Somebody called me and told me that in so many words today. And I also believe symbolically that could be Trump. So it crashed in the Potomac River. The difference is 3 months, 1 week, and 2 days in between that. There's your 312. What is 312? Trump won by 312. Trump won by 312. Wrap your mind around it. Is he leaving? Now look at this. Snoop Dogg carried the torch in France, July 26. Remember that? He carried the torch. Snoop Dogg. Why do I bring him up? Believe it or not, he got the same birthday as Kamala Harris. She was handed the torch by Joe Biden in America, and he was carrying the torch in Paris. He got the same birthday that Kamala Harris has. This was symbolic, I believe, for the future. Let me show you. 7/26/2024, Snoop Dogg carried the torch. July 4th, 2025, that is our birthday. Is there not a torch in New York, the Statue of Liberty? Ah, what's the difference? 49 weeks. What is 49? 49 minus 365 days in a year gives you 316. John 3:16 says Christ's sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. Okay. Here's your big number again. 7/26, Snoop Dogg carried the torch. But suppose that's really symbolic of Kamala Harris because he got the same birthday. Subtracted from July 4th, our next birthday, the 249th birthday of us. It come out to 49. She's the 49th VP. You don't believe me? 49th VP was Kamala Harris. There's my receipts. But look at it like this. 49 minus 365 gives you 316. Is she the one to sacrifice America to take us where? To the golden age where the sun god Ra. Kamala means lotus flower. This is what Trump gave the Pope. Out of the lotus flower comes a god. Watch, I'm gonna show it to you. Welcome, new subscribers. Check this out. On 7/21/2024, that's when Joe Biden wrote his resignation letter. See if I got that here for you guys. July 21st, he called it quits. Joe Biden called it quits. July 21st, 2024. Trump's next birthday is 6/14/2025. The difference is 47 weeks. Trump is the 47th president. Does one cancel the other out so Kamala becomes president? I'm just asking why these numbers coming out like this. Now look at this. Watch the history of the lotus flower. Listen to these words.
Fertile mud below the waterline. Then their stem and bud reach upward toward the surface until it breaks forth into the daylight. They just kind of happily float on the water, soak up the sun, following its light throughout the course of the day. Then it closes its bud at night and sinks back down beneath the water to do it all over again the next day, like Ra emerging from the cosmic ocean.
You what he said? Like Ra emerging from the cosmic ocean. Listen.
Like Ra emerging from the cosmic ocean.
And what is Ra? Let me show you. You see this here? That's the lotus flower. And this is the god. All Egyptian and other cultures. That's the lotus flower. Then the god comes out. The snake and the falcon. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. And Kamala means lotus flower. That's what Kamala means. Kamala means lotus flower. Just so you know. In case a lot of people don't know. Kamala means lotus flower. See, they got a picture there too. They know. Kamala. Kamala means lotus. It's all together. Now watch the last video. I pet goat too. She has an apple. When she drops the apple, it rolls. It rolls and it rolls. And then it splits. And guess what comes out of it? The lotus flower. This is all symbolic. They know what's happening. And then the earth is going to go into turmoil. because Barack Obama has a V on his head. The V is what? V, the 22nd letter of the alphabet, V. Something's coming. The American flag is going to split in two, people. See the flag? And everything behind him after that is destroyed. I'm sorry it was long, but I'm sure it's a great education. God bless you. We'll see you soon. And I'll be doing lives with the telephone until we figure it out, okay? God bless.